Hello everyone, completing lesson 4, adding and subtracting algebraic fractions. We have some examples. Number 1, n of x equals x minus 1 over x power 2 minus x minus 3 over x power 2 plus 6 minus 5x. Okay, as we said, we have steps to add or subtract two algebraic fractions. First, arrange the terms. So here we have arrange, and here, so we must change 5x and 6. So first, write n of x equals x minus 1 over x power 2 minus x minus 3 over x power 2 minus 5x plus 6. Okay, second step, factorize. So x minus 1 over, here we have common factor between x and x power 2, which is x. And open bracket, x power 2 over x equals x minus x over x equals 1 minus x minus 3 as it is over. Here we have trinomial, so open two brackets, x and x. We searched for two numbers, their product is 6 and their sum is -5. So 3 and 2. And as we said, here we have positive, so the 2 like the middle. So here we have negative and the negative. Okay, second step, get the domain. R minus set of zeros of denominator. Here x alone, which is 0. X minus 1, opposite sign, which is 1. Here -3, so it will be 3. -2, it will be 2. Okay. And finally, reduce the fraction or simplify. Here we have x minus 1 cancelled with x minus 1. X minus 3 cancelled with x minus 3. So n of x will be 1 over x minus 1 over x minus 2. Here we have different denominator. So write a fraction, first denominator times second denominator, which is x minus 2. And make cross multiplication. 1 times x minus 2. Here 1 and open bracket times x minus 2 minus 1 times x. Simplify. Here 1 times x and 1 times -1, it will be x minus 2. Minus 1 times x, it will be x over x minus 2. Okay, here we have x minus x, it will be 0, cancel together. So the result will be -2 over x minus 2. And here is n of x. Let's take another example. Number 2. n of x equals 10x minus 10 over 2x power 2 minus 2x minus 12 plus x power 2 minus 2x minus 15 over x power 2 minus 9. Here, the two functions arrange in descending. Okay, so make factorization. The first one have 10 as a common factor. So 10, open bracket, 10x divided 10, it will be x, minus 10 divided 10, it will be 1. Over 2x power 2 minus 2 minus 12. So here we have also 2 as a common factor. It will be x power 2 minus x minus 6 plus. Here write the second as it is. And factorize equals. Write 10x minus 1. Here 2 and trinomial, open two brackets, x and x. We searched for two numbers, their product is 6 and their sum is -1. It will be 3 and 2. Here we have negative, so the greatest like the middle, the greatest 3 like the middle negative, and the other is positive, plus. Trinomial, open two brackets, x and x. Searching for two numbers. The product is 15 and their sum is negative 2, which is 5 and 3. Here we have negative, so the greatest like the middle. The greatest 5 like the middle negative and the other positive. X power 2 minus 9, difference between two squares. So x minus 3 and x plus 3. Okay. X plus 3. Then we have the domain. Domain here is R minus set of zeros of denominator. Here 3, negative 2. Here write 3 before, so write negative 3. Okay, then reduce or remove the common factor between denominator and numerator. Here we have 10 divided 2, which is 5. And write x minus 1 over x minus 3 times x plus 2. Okay. Plus. Here cancel x plus 3 with x plus 3. So we have here x minus 5 over x minus 3. What did you notice here? We have here the lowest common multiple of the two denominator, which is x minus 3 and x plus 2. So take here the new denominator, or the common denominator between the two functions will be x minus 3 and x plus 2. Okay? Here the same denominator, so write the numerator as it is. Here we have the denominator here aho. So write the numerator as it is, which is 5 times x minus 1 plus. Here we write x minus 3, okay, and write x plus 2 in the denominator. So write in numerator also x plus 2. يبقى write the new numerator here, x minus 5 times x plus 2. Again, here we have the lowest common multiple of the two denominator is x minus 3 and x plus 2. Okay, so the two fractional here, its denominator is x minus 3 times x plus 2. So the first numerator write as it is. Here هنا يعني زودنا x minus 3 زودنا عليها x plus 2، يبقى زود في النوميريتور كمان x plus 2. Okay? Okay, simplify. So we have here 5 times x and 5 times negative 1. So 5 times x will be 5x. 5 times negative 1, it will be negative 5 plus 2 brackets here as we studied in the last year, x times x, x power 2. Negative 5 times 2, it will be negative 10. We get means and extremes. Here means negative 5x. Extremes, which is 2x. Make plus, or using your calculator, negative 5 plus 2, it will be negative 3x. Okay, and write the denominator as it is. X minus 3, x plus 2. Okay, arrange and simplify. Start from x power 2. So x power 2. Here we have 5x minus 3x. It will be positive 2x. Okay, here we have negative 5 minus 10. It will be negative 15 over x minus 3 times x plus 2. Here also we have factorize in the numerator. So open two brackets, x and x. Searching for two numbers. Their product is 15 and their sum is 2. So 5 and 3. Here we have negative, so the greatest like the middle. Positive and negative. X minus 3 and x plus 2. Finally, remove the common brackets or the common between the numerator and denominator. Here x minus 3, x minus 3. So n of x here will be x plus 5 over x plus 2. Okay. we have here the properties of the addition of algebraic fraction. Number one, commutative. Number two, associative, as we studied. And 0 is the neutral element or the additive identity. So the additive identity is 0. And the additive inverse is available. For example, if we have 2 over x as an algebraic fraction, its additive inverse can be written as, first, write negative in the line like this, negative 2 over x, or write 2 in numerator like negative 2 over x, or write negative in the denominator. Okay, so we have three forms of the additive inverse. Finally, subtraction operation has no property of the previous properties. We have some examples. Number one, if n is an algebraic fraction where n of x equals x power 2 plus 2x over x power 2 minus 4. Find in the simplest form the additive inverse of n. To get the additive inverse of n, first must get n in the simplest form. As we studied before, first factorize, get the domain, reduce, and finally get the additive identity. So first get n in the simplest form. N of x equals x power 2 plus 2x over x power 2 minus 4. Factorize. Here we have x as a common factor in the numerator. Take x as a common factor. We get x power 2 over x equals x plus 2 over difference between two squares. So x and x minus 2 plus 2. Second, get the common domain, which is r minus set of zeros of denominator. Here, negative 2, it will be 2. Positive 2, it will be negative 2. So the domain here will be r minus set of 2 and negative 2. Finally, reduce or remove the common between numerator and denominator. So remove here x plus 2 and x plus 2. So n of x will be x over x minus 2. Get the additive inverse. Here, the additive inverse of n is, as we said, we have three forms. Write negative in the line like this, x over x minus 2. And write negative in numerator, negative x over x minus 2. Or negative in denominator. So x over negative. Here we have in the denominator two terms. So open two brackets. To simplify it, so x over minus x plus 2. Okay, so we have here three forms here. Second, third. Okay. And also here, the domain is r minus 2 and negative 2. Okay? Because we get the domain before we reduce. Okay? Don't forget. We have another example or the last one. Number 2. Find n of x in the simplest form where n of x equals 2x plus 4 over x power 2 minus 4 plus x over 2x minus x power 2. Okay. First, write n of x equals 2x plus 4 over x power 2 minus 4 plus second x over 2x. Sorry, here we have a range, so start from negative x power 2 plus 2x. Okay. Factorize. Here we have 2 as a common factor. So take 2 common factor, it will be x plus 4 divided 2. Here we have difference between two squares. So x minus 2 and x plus 2 plus, write x as it is. And from the denominator, take negative x as a common factor. negative x. So here negative x power 2 divided negative x, it will be x. 2x divided negative x, it will be negative 2. Okay? So here we have negative and positive. Positive times negative, it will be negative. So n of x here will be 2x plus 2 over x minus 2 times x plus 2 minus x over x times x minus 2. Okay? Get the domain. Equals r minus set of zeros of denominator. Here 2, negative 2, x alone it will be 0. Here 2, and we write 2 before. So close the braces. Okay? Then reduce. Cancel the common between numerator and denominator. Here x plus 2 times x plus 2. Here we have x with x. So n of x here will be 2 over x minus 2 minus here 1 over x minus 2. Here we have the same denominator. So take one of the same denominator, which is x minus 2. We have here 2, numerator as it is, minus numerator as it is 1. It will be 1 over x minus 2. So n of x in the simplest form will be 1 over x minus 2. Okay. Then find n of 1 and n of negative 2. What the meaning of n of 1? Substitution by x 1 and substitution of x by negative 2. Before we substitution, look at the domain. Here we have the black list. We can substitution by the three values 2 and negative 2 and 0. Why? Because these values not belongs to the domain. Okay, so first look at the domain before you substitution. Here 1 belongs to the domain, so substitution by 1. So n of 1 equals, move x and write 1 minus 2. Using your calculator, it will be negative 1. Okay, get n of negative 2. Here negative 2 not belongs to the domain because negative 2 in the black list. So n of negative 2 is undefined. Why? Because negative 2 not belongs to the domain of n. Okay? Thank you.